Yes. In time.
Oi! Chicken fucker.
Hi everyone, I'm Darcy.
I'm Hannah.
And welcome to Two Girls, One Plot Between the Pages.
Between the Pages.
Between the Pages, episode 2 of Between the Pages today.
Mm-hmm.
And we are joined here today with the lovely Rachel and Abi from the Bookhouse in
Hello.
town.
Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Welcome to our podcast. It's so nice to have you. We wanted to get some, on Between the Pages, we like to hear from different people in the sort of bookish industry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we've spoken to an author, haven't we?
Yeah, we had an indie author, LDSO.
Oh wow.
And she was talking through a couple of, she had a debut novel and then one coming up, so we're talking about the process and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
We do also have a new author coming on very, very soon. She's got a debut novel.
Mm-hmm. And she
Out.
also works in traditional publishing as well. So
Yeah.
that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
And then you guys are
Exciting.
obviously from the world of bookselling
Yes.
and independent bookshop.
Yes, we are. At the Bookhouse. I've been doing it for about 3 years. Rachel, you've been doing it.
Only since September of last year.
Yeah.
So
We
yeah,
are the
fair
new recruits.
Have you always worked in book things or?
No. So I had a very corporate career through my 20s. And then I had my little girl when I was 32. And then I was made redundant when I was on maternity leave.
Ooh.
So at that point, I then was like, okay, hold on. What am I doing here?
Yeah.
Why am I working in HR? I actually don't enjoy it in the slightest. So it actually gave me like a really nice chance to be like, I want to go work in a bookshop.
Yeah.
And here I am. And it's flipping great.
Nice.
And I actually enjoy going into work, which
That's
is
so
so,
good.
nice.
Yeah.
Don't get the, what do they call it? The Sunday...
Yeah.
Scaries.
Yeah, Sunday
Stress.
Yeah.
scaries.
Mm.
anymore,
Yeah.
for sure.
No, definitely. And I'm only 21, so this is really only my first proper job.
Yeah.
And I feel very lucky to have it as my first proper job. I hated waitressing.
Yeah.
It was not for me. This is much more my vibe. Much nicer pace. And I like to have nice colleagues to actually just have a natter with and not
Yeah,
be
I feel
stressing
like-
about allergies.
That's the really nice thing about our work.
I've never had to worry about allergies at the Bookhouse. It's
Oh,
great.
because you're a waitress. I was like, how does that come into it? I was
Yeah, no. Because waitressing, I was very scared I was
Yeah.
going to kill someone. I'm not scared I'm going to kill someone at the Bookhouse. Knock on
Never
wood.
say never.
Never say never.
Type of the job I never even really thought of.
Yeah.
I was
No
like, how
risk
does that
of
get
death.
into it?
No risk of death. Thank God.
High risk of paper cuts, though. Genuinely, I do
That-
get several
yeah.
paper cuts a month, I would say.
Really?
Yeah.
And do you have to provide first aid? Or... Really?
You have to put your
you can't
accent
get blood
on.
on the books.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what happens if you get blood on a book?
I
Do they have
mean,
to buy
I have
it?
never got blood on a book. It's
No.
us getting the paper cuts, not the...
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my god, no! I'm not going there, going up to the customers like, yeah.
I was thinking people were picking up books, getting papers, coming to the desk excuse me.
Help me.
I'm going to sue you.
I want a free book.
Is that a way to get a free book?
Asking for a friend.
I don't know. I don't think we'd give a free book if we got a paper cut.
We'd probably give you a sticker.
Yeah,
what
we
if I
would.
put my blood on the book?
Then we would...
You'd have to pay for it.
If we, to be fair though, I don't feel like I would. If I wouldn't see it, I'd be like just minding my own business, and then a week later, I'd go, "Why is this book covered in blood?"
Yeah.
There's so many books in the shop, I just can't keep track of which ones have blood on them, which ones don't.
Have you ever found
None of the books
anything?
have blood on them.
No.
Have you
I
ever found
shouldn't
anything
say.
In
in a
it.
book, that somebody's left or
Yeah, I found a eaten packet of crisps.
What,
Shut
in a book?
up.
Yeah,
In the book?
yeah.
What the hell?
But I think it's just I don't know where to put this. There's no bin in here.
So I'm
Yeah.
going to
I'll
put
put
it
it in a book.
book. Yeah.
What
But you've got to
book?
remember we have a lot of children that come in.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Mm.
And you've got
Yeah.
school kids and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not a thing I found in a book, but I did once find a book on a shelf. We'd had a fresh copy in that day. I went to go look at the shelf, and someone had taken the fresh copy and replaced it with their old manky,
Yes.
water ruined copy. And I was like, okay, great.
Cheeky.
Yeah. And it was a random self-help book, and I was like, well, what, we can't do anything about that.
clearly
Then that
haven't
goes in
done
the bin.
anything for the book.
Yeah. I was like, oh, come on.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
The balls to do that. I suppose you don't have security tags, do you?
You don't have security on the door either.
No.
Oh, we don't have
Not
security on the
even-
door. We do have cameras. Just take that
Yeah.
into consideration.
Yeah.
We can see
None of this.
People of Tame.
But thieving people.
So one thing that we do at the beginning of every single podcast is kind of do like a little book check-in with each other. So would you guys like to do little book check-ins?
Yeah, what are your current reads?
Okay. So I've just finished Yesteryear.
Okay.
By, I think her name is Claire Caro Davies.
I think, is that on our TBR wheel?
Yes,
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it was really, really good. It's kind of Handmaid's Tale-y.
Ooh!
But basically this influencer who preaches a kind of traditional lifestyle where you like make your own food and grow your own produce and stuff gets actually sent back in time to like an era where she has to live like she's been
that's such
kind
a
of
good concept.
yeah. So the concept of it is fantastic. I wasn't wholly convinced on the ending, but yeah, generally it was very
It's
good
worth a
read.
read.
I want to get that on the TBR wheel next time.
Well, I think maybe we sort of like willed
I'm going to wait it.
Morning Glory Milking Farm, so I will.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds really good.
Yeah. I'm such a different vibe because I'm reading a book Rachel lent me, which is Say Nothing by Patrick Radden McKeith, which is about murder in Northern Ireland. It's like a non-fiction book. And it's the first book I've read where I'm like, wait, I understand what The Troubles was about now. It's it's like a gripping tale and it's very... enjoyable is a wrong word for a book about real life murder, but it's riveting.
Yeah.
Like I can't put it down.
He writes non-fiction like fiction though. He's got
really
a real
does.
storytelling way. I will read anything that man writes.
Yeah, it's so good.
Because that's a really hard topic as well. Have you ever read Milkman?
No.
Okay. It's really like highly recommended.
Yeah.
But it's also about the Troubles in Ireland, but it's such a hard read.
Is it
I
a fiction?
Struggled. Non-fiction, but
okay.
based on true events. But that was also about the Troubles. But
No, that's so interesting.
it's one of the sort of things that your English teacher would love,
Yeah.
but you actually read it and you think. It's for, I think it was for people with a much higher reading age than me.
Yeah. That's definitely because like once I pick up a non-fiction book about something, I'm like, I just need to consume all there is about this subject, and then like for 6 months, and I go, I never want to hear a book about the Troubles ever again. And currently, I'm in that like compiling so many books phase.
Yeah.
So that's a good one to add to my list.
Yeah, well, you can borrow it if you like.
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's all right. I've got.
if you're in your
so-
Troubles era, then
Yeah.
maybe swap.
Feels like a dangerous thing to say.
Right, so we've got a couple of discussion topics that we wanted to talk to you about. We thought, what do we need to know from people that own or run or work in a bookshop? So one thing that we're sort of really very aware of at the moment is kind of the online bookish community on TikTok, Instagram, all your social media.
YouTube,
Yeah,
YouTube Shorts,
YouTube,
like
yeah.
and subscribe.
So, like with all that social media presence, there's such a huge online bookish community, and reading is very much like a team sport now, almost, because you're not doing it in isolation. You can easily just go on, find other people. It's this huge big thing, and so it's like, how does that translate into then real life book selling, books on the high street? We're aware of lots of bookshops that have opened, like new shops opening on the high street, which is like unheard of, but bookshops seem to be doing quite well at the moment. So yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I feel like bricks and mortar bookshops are having a bit of a heyday again at the minute, which is great to see. The thought that bookshops are opening in 2026 when, there's a very obvious rainforest company that are kind of taking over the world in terms of where people get their content from otherwise. I don't know how it affects us necessarily. I feel like we're kind of in our own bubble.
Yeah. Tame, I think, is a very unique place to be book selling at the moment because we're quite a middle class demographic. Our customer base leans towards the older side, so we don't have as much of that book talk influence, that YouTube influence. But
we
I
definitely
will say,
get people in and order customer orders though that I'm like, ooh, and
you
then,
can see when something's popping off online because suddenly you're like, okay, why is everybody coming? Like The Correspondent, that was a book which came out in hardback like maybe a year ago. We didn't sell any of, really. It didn't really do very well, and then the momentum grew online until eventually we're just like
we're still selling
restocking
it in hardback now, and it's like a year later,
Yeah.
which is very unusual for a hardback. Normally, publishers will have like 9 months
Yeah.
of selling it as a hardback, and then it will release as a paperback.
Which is annoying, I must say. Because my
That's the
Avatar 6 is
traditional-
going to piss me off.
Yeah, it's going to be massive, isn't it?
Yeah, so what are you going to do about that?
I'm going to have to audible it.
Really?
I
Okay.
can't have a hardback and the rest of the series be paperback. It's going to piss me off too much. Anyway,
I get that. Yeah.
Could you get it in a hardback and then like
Sell
sell
it.
it when the paperback comes out? So then you've got it.
Could do. But the thing
Or
is,
you
the
could just
hardbacks are
listen
so
to it.
expensive
Yeah.
They are.
compared to like the paperbacks. Obviously, I know that's
Yeah.
why, but and especially if you get it when it just comes out,
Mm.
and then people then buy it and then resell it vintage for like £100. So it's stupid.
Yeah.
But so I don't know. I think I just might just order it.
Hardback, I think, is one of those weird things though, because I don't even think hardbacks aren't popular. No one loves a hardback unless it's
Yeah.
like a really special book, and that is not a thing publishers seem to have caught on to. They're still stuck in that traditional
Although I did.
year
I
loop.
Yeah, I read in the last week that they are starting to push some titles straight to paperback release. I think when you're looking at certain titles, no one's going to pay £20 for something that they can get on Kindle Unlimited or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think those sorts of titles will be probably eventually go paperback release first.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my theory.
Or it's all about like the artwork and stuff, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
you know, we've got Dungeon Crawler Carl there, and it's
Yeah.
like, you know, it's really nice like cover art and to
Yeah.
have it as a
Yeah.
bit of a trophy, or the ones where you've got
Yeah.
the sprayed edges.
I was going to
and
say,
those
what's
kind
your
of things.
view on sprayed edges?
Well, you've got a couple, haven't you?
I've got yes, yeah. So me personally doing a sprayed edge DIY, no, but that's because I don't have the skills. When it's done properly, and especially when it's like a series that like links together,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
do-
the picture.
I do quite like the aesthetic of it. And
I do. The thing that gets me is I'm going to have the book the other way around, otherwise I won't know what it is.
Yeah.
yeah, but I like the mixture of some that way, some I like the mix and match aesthetic rather.
I think it is more of a aesthetic.
Oh,
thing,
yeah,
isn't it, than
100%,
like-
yeah.
You're never going to read that. I
I
mean,
mean,
you have read
I find with sprayed edges, I find the like holding the book really. I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like it makes my hands clammier, or like it's
Ooh.
rougher paper.
Ooh,
I don't know. I can
Maybe.
just tell when it's a sprayed edge. I'm like, my hands feel paint covered or something. I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes it does kind of like seep into like round the
Yeah.
pages, doesn't it? I've got We Who Will Die by Stasia Stark, and that's got sprayed edges, and it's got like sort of writing around it. It's got like blood drips.
Yeah.
And I think the next special edition is going to come out in January next year. If you want to stock it, you've got one purchaser. But I'm kind of hoping that will kind of like
drip down
Yeah.
the pages so that they're like all on top of each other.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, if she doesn't do that, that's going to piss me off.
Mr. Trick.
Yeah.
She has missed a trick there.
It's going to piss you off. You haven't even got it.
I know. I do want to read it.
I think the other thing really with the online community and everything is like, and I think this is more general, I suppose, on high streets versus online, but people don't go to the high street for convenience because you've got you've got Amazon, you've got Kindle Unlimited, whatever.
Yeah.
And I wonder whether that's another reason why bookshops are doing quite well, because you can make it into an experience. Like you know, I do have an e-reader, most of my stuff is kind of on there, but I really love going to a bookshop and doing like physical browsing and that kind of thing, because
Yeah.
you know, it's not always affordable to do that all the time, but to be able to
No, it's nice to
have
see.
the option.
But also, I think like with the bookshops we've been going to, they've been quite specialised. So they are like romantasy or like, you know, the Spicy Librarian or the love stories that I went to in Cardiff, where like you wouldn't get those books in Waterstones.
Yeah.
So like it's sort of like what we said was like going into the back of Anne Summers, where it's all like tubbing, where you
Yeah.
can just walk into these shops and there's no shame in looking at Lights Out, for example.
It's a special community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you think though that the UK is really missing like the, not Comic-Con, but you know the romance conferencey type things that the US seem to have?
Yeah.
Like people would eat that up. You see the queues at there's a girl in Oxford, Bad Girls book, I think. Bad Girls
Oh, I
books.
don't know.
She's trying to crowdfund for a romance shop in Oxford, just FYI.
Put that one up, write that
Rachel
down. Write it down.
She's just done a pop-up in Manchester, and the queues that she had to get into
Because
this
they had
pop-up.
that thing, you know.
Oh, the influencer one. Yes. Oh no, I've got it.
Fantasy Con or something, wasn't it? Or,
Oh, so if they tried to do an event.
so it was these three TikTokers, three booktalkers.
Yeah, it was a bookish
They
event,
made it was in Manchester because they found that all of the bookish events were all London and South East. But I do think none of all the fun ones are in the North.
Well, I'm from Chester, so I went up recently, and there were 2 bookshops that had just opened. One was a fantasy bookshop. It's called Paper and Word. So it wasn't just, they had all fantasy genres, including like children's fantasy, young adult, epic fantasy, classic, all the genres of fantasy, as well as your dark romance and your romantasy as well. And then there was another one called Chapters, which was like a wine bar and bookshop. But again, they were both kind of like the experience of going to the bookshop was what made it worth, it was worth going for that.
Yeah, so often people walk in the shop and they're like, it smells so nice in here.
If there's going to be one in Oxford, get on that bus. We'll be there.
Well, now we know that we can also order the books to take.
Oh yeah, that's true. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Next day delivery faster than Amazon, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I always say. I mean, maybe. Depends.
Yeah.
But that's exactly like just for from obviously we're filming the podcast here in my house in Thames, so to walk from here for the bookshop, it's just like a little experience,
Wow.
and that's what would make me want to go out and buy a book rather than just because I can be in bed, finish one book, straight onto the other.
Also, you get a little chat when you come to the book house. Especially during the week, if I'm not rushed on my feet, I'm there having a chit chat to everyone. I'm like, did you like that book? Tell me about your favourite book. So it is like a community event, and it is like, I mean, I always say the best thing about reading is that it's a shared hobby that you do by yourself. Like, I love chatting about a book. That's why I love book selling, and that's what I think is so nice about bricks and mortar shops is that you can go in and just be like,
Talk to me.
but meet more bookish people.
We found
great.
that we went to Cardiff and my partner went and he bought a watch, and suddenly we had gone to the Oxfam bookshop. And literally, we had just had a load of books because we collect like the old penguins for our conservatory and kind of aesthetic things. But anyway, so we were holding these books and they went, "Have you been book shopping?" And we were like, "Yes, we have." And then it was like a swarm of bees. They all just came. They were like, "Have you read this? Have you read this?" And then like the book talk girlie came. They went, "Oh, you need to talk to her." And then she comes in, it's like fourth wing actor, and then was like, "You need to read this. You need to read this. You need to read this." And I was like, "Oh my god!" But they all read it, and we were in there for like an hour.
Yeah.
Just all talking, and you're like, "Oh yeah, sorry, we're buying this watch." But it's just so nice to think that you can just talk to anybody about it.
Yeah, it was the same thing when I went to Paper and Word as well. There was like another girl, hi Amy, and we were both looking at the same books, and I was like, "Have you read any of these?" And she was like, "Oh my god, yes, you've got to read this, you've got to read this." And I was like, "Oh, you've got to read this," and there was it was just nice, wasn't it? So
Yeah. It's so nice.
Yeah, there's something about meeting another bookish person in the flesh. Like, you can be online, super online, but actually meeting someone in person organically is like, whoa.
Yeah.
You're a unicorn.
Yeah. Because you always think like with like the community that we've got on TikTok and Instagram, everybody's so lovely, and they will just talk to you like they're your friends and like, right, you've read this, you need to do this and whatever, and you get to talking to people like from all over the world. I think there's a girl in Canada, and we've got our two little podcasts, 20 girls from America. But like, it's just when you see them and you sort of forget that they're real people. Do you know what I mean? And
Oh my god, big time.
And then you just suddenly like you earwig and you're like, she's reading a book. I recognise the name of the character they're talking about.
Yeah.
And you're like,
or even the books themselves as well, because you see lots of people talking about the books. You go into a bookshop and you go, "Oh my god, that's the book! That's the book!" So I do that a lot. I get lots of recommendations from online, and then you see it in a bookshop, and you're like, "Oh my god, I know I have to buy it." It's it's a sign from the universe.
So speaking on that, like, how do you guys choose the stock that you've got? Is it guided by social media, or is it like
So, reps from the big traditional publishing houses will come to us. And they'll sit, well, so they'll sit with Brian or Louise, who do the ordering generally.
Yeah, the big cheeses.
Yeah, and they get like the big books that show them everything that they've got coming out like in 3-4 months time, and they'll just literally be like 2 of those, 3 of those, 4 of those, whatever, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're passing that, we don't really like the sound of that, and blah blah blah. They kind of go through these catalogues.
But do they check with you guys as well?
So yes and no. Yes.
They sort of make the sort of start of the decisions, but then we also have access to, on our supplier's website, they release sort of monthly what's coming out in like April, and it's sort of everything that's being published in April. So then periodically on the shop floor we will be going through, and we sort of all have our sections that we look after, like what we love to read, and so everyone sort of is periodically constantly checking online discourse to see. Newspaper articles are really, really helpful because they all the reviews come out like 3-4 weeks before publication, and that's how you know, like, oh my god, we've missed this big title.
And if there's something that we hear about that we're really excited about, we can ask for a proof, which is probably my favourite thing about the job.
So you get to read it for everybody else?
Yeah, so we can get books in before they come in, because obviously they want us to sell their book, right? So yeah.
And if we've not read it, we can't sell it to customers. I'm like, read this book. I have no idea what it's about.
Yeah.
But if I've read it, I can sell it.
Oh my god, can
that's
we be
exciting.
friends?
That's so exciting.
That's so cool.
I
Love that.
Yeah, it is the best perk of the job.
Yeah.
Especially when you see something you're like, I know I'm going to love that. I need it. Or like a big title that you know, like you know Sally Rooney? I read the proof of that before it came out, obviously. And I remember walking around Oxford and I was doing that really performative reading thing of like, everybody can see that this is the Sally Rooney and it's not out yet. And I just knew I was so obnoxious, but I was like, I was chuffed a bit. So I was like, how can you see this guy? Nobody cared.
Do you have like an NDA or something you've got to sign?
No.
So you can just read the book and be like, right, here we go.
Yeah, well, we can't pass it on.
And actually, I was reading online about people who have been selling proofs, and like this whole thing of like, why would people buy a proof? Like, it's disrespectful to the author, but why would they sell it? That's awful. Like, that's a real mistrust there to do something like that. But yeah, no, that would be a hard no. From us.
We did one ARC read, didn't we?
Yeah, we've done the ARC read.
So that's an advanced reader copy. That's a little bit, you get it in advance, and there's a lot of that. People do that online, and that's so
especially actually in the sort of romantasy romance space. I think
really
some people read it like a year before, and I'm like, wait, I'll put this on my TBR, but I'm going to be old by the time I get around to reading this.
Yeah, well, that's what we did with Elle, who was the author that we spoke to on the podcast a few months ago. So she had a book coming out, and we were ARC readers for that. So yeah, it just feels so exciting. Yeah, it was. It was really good as well.
Do you guys use Goodreads? Are you Goodreads?
We do have an account on Goodreads.
Because I always find when it's a proof or an ARC read, I'm like, oh my god, but how do I review this? Because there's no, like, if there's like thousands of reviews, I'm like, what I really think. But if there's like no reviews, I'm like, I need to be really nice. Yeah. I want this author to sell their book because they've put all this work in. But I find that really hard. Yeah. I'm like, I just can't review it until it's out. I can't give my true thoughts until it's published and there's thousands of reviews.
You don't want to be like the lead reviewer.
Yeah. I don't want to put people off a book because I'm like, just because I didn't enjoy it doesn't mean you won't. Everyone has very niche tastes.
Yeah, I have had to like rein myself in a few times where I've read reviews of something and it's put me off, but then I've actually enjoyed reading it when I have. And I feel like that is that element of that, of like one person's experience of a book shouldn't
turn you
change your entire whether you're going to read it or not, right? It's probably one of the downsides, I guess, of being the online kind of space. Yeah. Maybe is getting so swayed. Someone like me, easily persuadable, obviously.
Same. Same. Yeah, but you do see like the hype around books, and then you're like, oh, could I be the one person that says I don't like it? It's controversial, but I do find it useful to kind of find what's coming up, what other people are liking, especially if you find people that you like. You like the similar things to what they, so you can kind of follow along and see what they're reading. But yeah, how exciting! Yeah, inside scoop.
We're definitely gonna have to have a chat off camera about all the gossip.
How we can come and work at the book.
Like, have you read the new Fortune that's coming out? Do you know?
No.
The problem is some of the big titles they won't give us.
Yeah.
Really?
So it's like there's a sweet spot of title that we can get.
Yeah.
Like
if it's in their interest to get us reading it ahead of time, we'll get it. But if it's something that's super like everyone's going to read this.
It's going to fly.
Oh, they won't.
Yeah,
They're
not bothered.
Then they really are a lot tighter on who gets the proofs. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So there is a real sweet spot of like big enough but not too big.
Yeah.
And then that's
Then you're in.
then we're in and I'm like, this is perfect. I'm still shocked we got the Sally Rooney proof. That to me was
That's
like
great.
Have you still got it?
someone's got it somewhere. it's someone in the shop owns it. It's in their house. I had because we passed it around, and it was like a bit of a wait list of like, I want to read that next. No, I want to read that next. It was great.
Exciting. So we wanted to know a little bit more about your customers and what it's like to sort of work with the general public and the wonderful people of Tame. So we were talking before about how, you know, Tame's a relatively affluent area. We've got sort of a lot of, we have got an older demographic perhaps as well in our area, although there are lots of young families and everyone
We're
in
on
between.
the commute about, so we get those types of people, aren't we?
Yeah. So in terms of customers then, have you ever had any sort of, you know, unhinged requests or unexpected requests for people coming in being like, either I want this specific book and you think, okay, or they come in and they're like, I want something that's kind of this vibe, and you're like, right, okay.
Yeah.
They're my favourite things, and they happen all the time.
Really?
Yeah, so you'll get someone come in and they'll be like, oh, I was thinking about this book and it has an orange cover. It's fiction. I think it came out recently, and you're like, right. And you're literally going around the shop like, I think it could be this, could it be that? And like the thrill when you find the book that they're actually like,
so exciting.
it's so
Detective
good.
work.
Yeah, that's always so fun. And you get people who are like, I'm going on holiday to Switzerland. I want to read a book while I'm there about being in Switzerland or whatever to like set the scene. So then you have to rack your brains of like, okay, what do I know of anything that's set in Switzerland or whatever. So you get them semi-frequently, I would say.
Yeah.
And they're so fun. And obviously you get a lot of parents coming in asking for like specific age range books.
Yeah.
So the way that we split it out is like 6 to 8, 8 to 12. And then you go into the kind of YA teen section. But then that in itself, what a 12-year-old reads is so different to what a 15, 16-year-old is reading. So you get lots of parents who are kind of navigating that whole world and kind of helping them with that kind of thing.
That does sound really fun. Do you ever get people come in and they're like, I think you mentioned before that you've had, you know, the occasional little old lady, very innocent, very come in and ask for something that you'd be like, okay.
Yeah, I once had a customer come in, and I think it was the Shatter Me series.
Okay.
And it was very obvious she was buying it for her granddaughter, who was very young. And I think maybe it wasn't Shatter Me, but it was a smutty book. And she came up to me and she was like, is this okay for my granddaughter? I hadn't read the book at that point. And I was like, I think so. Like, it's in our YA section. I'm sure it's fine. And then she walks away. My colleague turns to me and goes, no. And I had to really awkwardly go up and be like, I'm so sorry. And the granddaughter's there, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. That book is not appropriate. That's the really hard thing, is when like a teenager or tween really wants a book, but it's their parents are like, this is too out of your age range, and you kind of have to find that like sweet spot of like, how can you find you what you want that doesn't have graphic smut scenes in it, and that can be tricky. Because I've not read all the books.
Yeah, you don't know the ins and outs.
Yeah,
every
the ins and outs.
Well, we have read all the ins and outs actually.
Do you ever like have to ID people?
No.
There's no ID for books.
No, I know, but like, say for example, a 12-year-old picks up Silver Flames. That's a smutty old chapters in there.
Yeah, do you ever have to say?
I've not had that happen.
No.
I don't know how I would handle that, to be fair. I'd probably have to be like, so you know the content of this book, right?
Yeah.
I think you'd probably have to just tackle it straight up and be like, does your mum know you're reading?
Yeah, you don't want the parents coming and go, you sold my daughter this.
Because it's not illegal, is it? It's not like, you know,
No.
you're not selling alcohol or
I
anything.
do also sort of think it's a bit of a rite of passage for
I
avid readers, though,
100%
to
agree
read
with
something
this.
totally inappropriate for your age. Like, I feel like when I was growing up, it was kind of like Twilight and all of that sort of vampire-y stuff. So it's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
If you don't get shocked by a graphic scene at like 12, 13, you're not hitting puberty. Honestly.
There's worse things that they could be doing, isn't there?
It's a safe space to learn.
Exactly.
You know, that's what I always say. If they want to learn, they want to learn. Let the kids read. They're reading. It's great.
We did quite enjoy when we got Heated Rivalry in, and you just suddenly got these clusters of schoolgirls sort of like standing adjacent to the display, but not like picking it up. But you were like, you definitely are in here for this one. Like, just pick it up, it's fine.
Just buy it, use your book tokens, World Book Day.
The tweens are going to love this. They're grateful.
Exactly, it is a community bookshop and they are part of the community just as much as anybody else.
And like with teens and tweens being some of the hardest people to get reading, anything that I'm like, you are going to read this, I'm all for. I'm like, I don't care if it's in the adult section or the young adult or the like kids, 8 to 12, if you want to read it, please just read it. Get off your phone, not that there's anything wrong with the phone, but also, I want you reading.
Yeah, we need to get the screen time down there.
Yeah.
After you've watched this podcast.
Yes, watch the podcast and then go read.
And then go read a really good book.
Yeah.
Become a bookish member of the community.
Yeah.
That's the way it should
Then you
be.
get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, exactly. Join the online book community, read your book, reduce your screen time.
Yeah.
That's how it should
Read
be.
physical books bought from the bookhouse.
Yeah.
Yes, I do go to the bookshop.
Good. Well done.
Nice plug, Rachel.
I try.
So, quick fire questions. The first one, we need snappy little answers. If you had a pen name, what would it be?
Abby Kathleen. I don't know. K, middle of the alphabet.
Okay.
Kathleen is my grandmother's
Oh yeah, I know.
name.
yeah.
I know this was a snappy answer. However, I do think we need to
need to elaborate.
There's
Yeah,
a follow-up
okay.
question. Middle of the alphabet names.
Middle of the alphabet, probably something sentimental like my grandmother's name.
But what were you saying
Kathleen.
before about middle of the alphabet?
So I would go middle of the alphabet because, like, if you're walking into a bookshop, you're getting the most traction in the centre of that bookshelf. And so if you're A. Aronson, I'm never looking at you. If you're xylophone down at the bottom, you're never going to be seen. You want to be firmly like, I don't know, S to... I don't know. Yeah, firmly in the middle.
L and the M and an N.
Honestly, I've forgotten the alphabet.
There's so much pressure with the quick
I'm
fire.
like, what is the alphabet? I know A and X. And anything in between A and X would do.
But yeah, it depends what I'm writing. Because if I'm writing something fun, I'd have such a different pen name than if it was like serious fiction, you know?
Do some authors have like multiple different pen names?
You know what though? Lemony Snicket's one, isn't he? That's a pen name. That's not real.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, a child isn't going to be born in someone that goes, I know a name for you.
Yeah, but you never know.
Lemony. Orangey and Lemony, my two twins. Sorry. It's getting silly.
This is why we have to cut so many things out of this podcast.
I can't think of a good one either, so...
It's really hard to think of a pen name on the spot.
Is Stasia Stark really her name? Because
Yeah,
if it is,
me, like I know,
it's a great name. Stasia Stark and Opal Rain, two authors
They
that
were
I've read
really good,
books
yeah.
from recently.
I feel like they must be
If
pen
they're not
names.
pen names, like, well done to them.
Yeah.
That's
The parents.
the best names ever.
That is the thing. I feel like if you're going to do a pen name, it does need to be like alliteration,
Yeah.
Stasia Stark.
Yes.
That's
because you remember it as
catchy.
well. It's got to be something memorable.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Although, like, Frida McFadden, I'm pretty sure that's a pen name.
That is,
And that,
But
because
that's
no one
she
knew
was
her
a
identity
doctor
for
or something.
years.
Yeah.
She only just revealed who she was.
Yeah, I suppose if you're in like a profession like that, then maybe if
We've
you're
got her on the thing.
if you're a teacher or a doctor, yes, we do. If you're something like
I
that.
don't know how she found the time to write as a doctor. That
So
to
many
me
books
is amazing.
as well.
Yeah, not just
Yeah.
1 or 2. She's got like, what, 8?
We've got a whole
No
shelf.
ward rounds got
Every
done when
time
she was on shift.
You are dying if she's on
Yeah.
shift. But, you know, we've got a great book out of it. So.
She's the housemaid lady, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's on our CBR. Oh, next. These
Oh, yeah.
aren't really quick
No,
fire,
okay, the
are
next
they?
question.
They're just normal questions, a continuation of what we've been doing. Which book character would you have working in the shop for a shift?
Ooh, Ryland Grace from Project Hail Mary.
And why?
Oh, I just feel like I'm a science book reader and he's a science guy, and I just feel like we would have a great natter. We would have so much fun. No one else in the shop is a big science reader. I feel like me and him, we'd be going off on like quantum physics discussions or something,
Jesus.
something mad. And like I would love to have some male energy in the shop sometimes.
Yeah.
Be an all-woman crew. It'd be interesting to see how that dynamic would shift. Also Ryan Gosling in my head. Because that's who he is. You know, Grace is Ryan Gosling. And I wouldn't mind that around the shop.
Have you watched the film?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be really good.
It's amazing.
Look at me
I
now,
want to read it
right
before
now.
watching it because it's meant to be really good.
You can borrow my copy.
Is it better?
Thank
Do you
you.
think it's better to read it first and watch it?
Yes. Oh my god, a million times yes. You get so much more depth. But the film does a really good job at like condensing down the important bits. But the book, I love the book.
This is a long ass film.
It is. It's a long ass book. So they've like halved it in the film. Like
Really?
you still get the main beats, but there are
The fluff
like-
is sort of gone.
the fluff is gone.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
That's what we were hoping might happen with the Fourth Wing thing, weren't we?
Wow, it's not even going to be fourth thing.
No, not the new book. I mean the
Oh, the film.
The-
yeah,
yeah,
the TV show.
the TV show.
Is that still happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, do you have anyone that you would have?
So mine is quite a practical answer.
No, that is perfectly valid.
So it's a Tessa Bailey, and I think it's called like What Happened Last Summer or something. And she ends up with this guy who's like a grumpy fisherman, but he's a very practical man. And I feel like I would have him in the shop because there's so many handyman things we could do with that. I would literally just be like, hello, welcome. Do this whole list of things for us. Thank you.
I think that's perfect. I mean,
practical.
it feels like on your shift, Abby, it would be you're not going to do much.
Oh,
really.
we're not doing anything.
Whereas you're going to get so much done.
Yeah.
You're so
so-
Well, I'm
productive.
not. I'm directing.
Yeah.
Well, so much would get done then.
Yeah.
He could finally put up that cupboard in the toilet.
Exactly, yeah.
We have a
God.
staff toilet and it's had a cupboard on the floor for the entirety of my employment because none of us know how to put it up.
I feel like
So good.
there are actual real people though that could do that stuff. Like you don't
Yeah.
have to wait for fictional characters to come
I don't have to wait for grumpy fisherman.
There are actual people with those skills.
Yeah.
So any handyman in the Tame area.
Or ladies.
If
Yeah,
you know what,
feminism.
Tom would pick that up if he was allowed to go and choose one book as payment. He'd love that.
I'd do it. I mean,
You
I'd
would do
try. I don't know what I would
Yeah,
happen. Right. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. So the last question we asked all of our guests, all of our one guest, that we
All of our one
But-
guess.
So if you had to visit any fantasy world, which world would you go and visit and why?
Kind of like what you were just saying. I feel like any of the worlds I'd want to be in, I would die before I've made it off that ledge, getting into Fourth Wing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I am toast. So with my like cozy hat on, I'd be a hobbit in Middle
nice.
Earth, like doing some gardening, living a really
Yeah.
nice chilled
Cute.
life.
I love
That's
it.
so
That
nice.
would be the cozy vibe for me.
Hobbiton with your little like sun hat
Yeah,
on.
I can't deal with the dragons and stuff.
No, that's too risky.
The reality of that would be not for me.
I mean, I feel like Hobbit is a good answer. I don't know if you'd count it as like fantasy, but like the Faraway Tree, you know, the Enid Blyton.
Yeah.
I would love to like just exist in a tree. Do like with all the characters. Like I think that would be cozy
Yeah.
and fun. I could not fight in a war.
No.
No, and that is a lot of the books, isn't it? It is.
Yeah, but let's just pretend that we're not going to die. We've got all the skills when we
Okay.
get into the
I'd
world.
be in like Westeros if I was a Lannister and I had loads of money. So like Game of
Yeah,
Thrones.
but before or
like,
after? Like, I
Way
would want to
after.
be, yeah.
way after all the wars.
Yeah.
Just-
when there's no danger
yeah,
to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
But only if I had loads of money. Because the reality of being poor in that era wouldn't be great.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I wonder whether, like, in academia, sort of, where they, you know, because you get, like, all of the academia.
What do you mean?
I just think it might be fun to learn, like, spells and stuff.
Oh, right. I thought you meant like...
No, this is a fantasy thing. Like,
You do like those books? You
what,
do-
school books?
Yeah, but you're not. You're a medical person.
No, I'm
That's what I
thinking, like,
thought.
so we've got Zodiac Academy, for example. So if you go into that universe, you can go to the academy, you can, like, what element have you got? Like, what's your order? Can you
Yeah.
transform into a dragon? I wouldn't get that. I'd probably get, I don't know, worm or something. Would you still love me if I was a worm? could be true.
Would we still do this podcast if we all were?
Oh yeah, we would. But you know what I mean? Like, I just think it might be fun to learn spells and things.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's one option.
That is good.
Anyway,
option.
we're getting silly now.
We are. This is this is what happens. Well, thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank
on.
you.
Thanks for having us.
Do you have any socials that you want to plug?
Well, the book house on Instagram is just the _book_house.
Mm-hmm.
Very simple to remember. It's a picture of a puffin. You're in the right place.
We can link it.
I will link it in the
Yeah.
description below.
Also, we have just this week
Dun, dun, dun.
made a new category in the shop that we are trialing called Out of This World. So it's like science fiction, fantasy, and romantasy.
Ooh.
And we're sort of dipping our toe,
Ooh,
I love
wow.
a toe
just
dip.
experimenting.
We can get
yeah.
I'm
a
going to
little-
push you in.
Yeah, dive right in there.
Yeah.
Come give us
So-
recommendations as well.
Yeah,
For what we
give
need
us
to start.
recommendations. Tell us what we should
We're
be
learning
reading.
in this new
Wow.
section.
Well, if it's popular, then I'm sure it'll, maybe stick around. So we'll have to get on that.
Wow.
Maybe we'll have to come down and have a little video for the podcast.
Come and see us.
Oh, yeah, we'll come.
Yeah.
See us.
Lovely. Well, thank you guys very much for watching and listening. We are on all the social media platforms that are TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shots, and Spotify. Please go like and subscribe. Comment what books they should have in their new category. Okay, bye!